going on? This is Obi, celebrity health expert here. Talk to you about what are the foods that will ruin your liver. All right. It's always going to come down to diet, folks. All right. When it comes to your liver, what you put into your body is so integral in maintaining the positive health of your liver. First of all, it's alcohol. Alcohol is the number one biggest thing that can cause cirrhosis of your liver. All right. For men, if they consume more than like 14 drinks per week, that is bad for your liver. If a woman is consuming more than 7 drinks per week, alcoholic drinks, bad for your liver. Anybody over the age of 65, if you're consuming more than 7 alcoholic drinks per week, that is not good for your liver. You're at a high risk for cirrhosis of the liver. Also, eating a high amount of fried foods can basically lead to a lot of fat buildup around the liver and an unnecessary amount of inflammation around the liver, all right? Also, consuming a high amount of processed foods, all right, like chips, cookies, crackers, can lead to a lot of inflammation, all right, and a lot of fat buildup around the liver, all right? There was a 2023 study that showed that eating too many processed foods can link to fat buildup around the liver, all right? Processed meats, high amount of processed meats like bacon, deli meat, sausage can lead to a high inflammation and fat accumulation around the liver. There was another study, a 2023 study, that showed that people who ate 20% or more of meats can lead to a high amount of fat buildup around the liver. So, what are we learning? We're learning that eating lots of junk food can lead to a bad liver, all right? And it's over a period of time. It's not that you can't eat that, but if you're eating, a lot of if you're consuming a high amount of processed foods over a period of time, you're at a high risk for damaging your liver. Alcohol is probably the biggest thing for cirrhosis of the liver, all right? If you're someone who is a high alcohol drinker and you've been doing it for 20, 30 years, you're more than likely your liver has been damaged, all right? There's a thing called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, all right? And that is something that affects a lot of Americans, a lot of people, just based off of your diet, what you're putting into your body. And so there's the old saying that indulge within moderation, right? But if you're doing that consistently over a period of time, and then also you're not exercising at all, you're not having a barrier, an exercise barrier to maybe take down that junk food that you've been eating for a high amount of time, then you're really prone to a lot of liver health issues. All right. So processed foods, right? Processed foods, processed meat, high amount of red meat is not a good idea. That can also, studies have shown, can lead to bad liver. And then of course, alcohol. If you're drinking more than 14 alcoholic drinks per week and you've done that for several years, you're at a high risk. It's just really that simple. For women, it's half of that. It's more than 7 alcoholic drinks per week as opposed to men. Men, it's 14 or more, and women, it's 7 or more. And then if you're over the age of 65, if you're drinking more than 7 alcoholic drinks per week, you may want to stop. You may want to reduce that. It's not to say you can't drink alcohol, but it's just to drink it within moderation and don't drink it at a high consumption rate over a period of time. All right. So I hope that information helps anybody that wants to find out about what can actually damage your liver. It comes down to diet, and it just comes down to being sensible. It's the whole thing. It's important. We all want to enjoy our life. There's a lot of good foods out there that are not really good for us health-wise, but they taste really good. Just consume it within moderation and be mindful. That's all. You can still enjoy them, but just don't do it every day at a high amount. That's all. And also make sure you're exercising and doing some form of exercise as well too to help burn that off. You know what I mean? If you like this video, like and subscribe. Anyone that has any interest in any of my fitness coaching programs, weight loss coaching programs, fat loss coaching programs, click on the link on the description, and I'll always be there to help you out. If you have any questions about my videos or anything, post it. You can post it on the comment. I'll try my best to answer. Hope this video helped you. Have a blessed day. Take care.